my name is Lawrence English, and I'm the curator of Objective Projection by Kim Gordon. Objective Projection surveys most of Kim's video work that she's made. It also looks at a couple of key sculptural works and paint works that she's done over the last sort of decade, essentially. In Galleria Zero, there is a triptych piece called Proposal for a Dance, which actually also has a kind of text score that you can read that relates, but exists as a kind of parallel work for that particular piece. And then there's also two other works, the Black Glitter Circle, which is a work that I guess charts her body in space, so it's the diameter of Kim's body as she kind of moves. And the Mirror Wreath works, which are a series of paintings that she's made over the last sort of 7 or 8 years. Each one kind of exploring the texture and the surface and this relationship between the material, which is a kind of spray paint, and this interface that she has, which is a wreath and the mirror itself. In Sala Zero, there's the first single screen performance work that she made, which is Los Angeles, June 6, 2019. And this work basically traces Kim moving through downtown Los Angeles with the guitar as a kind of navigation device, but also in some respects as a kind of reclamation device where she's engaging with these very iconic American corporate buildings and kind of extracting something out of them. In Galleria 1, there's a work that was created in collaboration with Manuela Dali called Picture Window, and it draws on a film by Chantal Akerman and looks at the sort of mundane nature of domesticity and the domestic environment. And Kim is sort of, again, navigating the environment with this guitar, which kind of becomes a sort of point of interference. So as she moves through these spaces that she does every day, the guitar kind of engages with the materials around her and comes to kind of dominate in some way. There's this sort of very strong sonic presence of the guitar, and it's quite beautiful because it's so patient and slow. It moves through this sort of sense of her day, and for me it's one of the works that I find really compelling in the exhibition. In the interior patio, there is a series of 4 prints that are actually on show for the first time here as part of Objective Projection. And each of the works, they're called markups, and I can see them around me now here. And each one of them is a kind of, again, a capture of this very, in some respects, ubiquitous environment, the hotel, that Kim is obviously traveling through. And she just captures these images and then marks them up digitally. And we've reproduced them at a huge scale in here. And it's interesting because they suddenly bring this very strong sense of focus and a kind of relation that maybe you don't have in these spaces because we just pass through them. I think that actually captures a lot of some of the work that Kim is interested in, is allowing us to reflect on these things that we think we know very well and that we come in contact with all the time, but actually our relationship with them isn't as straightforward as it might seem on first impression.